Hello and welcome to the User Community Virtual Series. I'm Tim Huckabee, and I'm very pleased today because an old friend is with me, Jason Milgram from Linxter. Jason, thank you so much for coming.
Thanks for having me, Tim.
All right, so you're going to show us in-app purchasing today, right?
Yes, I brought some demos along with me, so should I jump right in?
We would expect nothing less. Yeah, please do. Tell us about it.
Okay, so in-app purchasing is a great way for Windows Phone developers to generate revenue from their apps. So I'm going to run this in emulator. This is just a quick demo, and then actually I'll walk through an open source code project that we have.
Outstanding.
And this is an example of in-app purchasing. So this is a little space game, and I'm just entering the name of my ship. We'll call myself John today, and I'm going to put in an email address. All right, so in this game, I have my ship Serenity. I'm on game level 7, and I'm docked at a space station. My shields are down to 27%. I have no missiles, no fuel, and 42 game credits left. So I want to repair my shields. I don't have enough credits. I want to buy more missiles. I can buy one, but now I don't have enough game credits to buy anymore. So what do you do in a game when you reach that? Well, in-app purchasing. I want to buy more game credits, and I want to get them right now. And in this demo, I have it so you can have yourself sent an email invoice, or you can actually make a purchase right now from within the application. And all that developers have to do is to download our DLL, add some code, add an event to listen to messages and send a simple message out, and create this in-app purchasing service we have, which runs on Azure. And they all get their own private instances of this service. So they don't actually have to learn how any of this works. They don't have to build a web form. It just kind of is all laid out for them.
Credit card clearing and all that, it just happens.
All done for them.
Outstanding.
And you can accept multiple currencies. Okay, so let me jump out of that demo.
And this is a demo, so you provide the source code to this, so developers can get their hands on it and implement it in their own Windows Phone applications.
Correct. So we just looked at the demo, and I built that to kind of show off. But in the open source solution, we make it even more simple because you can build your interface and how you're using it any way you want. The payment form that it took you to within the mobile phone app, it's encrypted, it's mobile friendly, it's only valid for 24 hours and can only be processed once, meaning once you make a purchase through it, it is never good anymore. So there's a number of things built in security layers that developers don't have to work with. And it's the same with the emailed invoice. One thing that's very interesting, as you get into financial transactions on phones or anything else, there's different kinds of financial transactions.
Of course.
And you have what they call simple one-time payments, where it's a one-time payment. You have subscriptions, which is for a fixed amount on a recurring basis. And then you have what they call one-time chain payments, and that's where there's a payment made to a single entity, and behind the scenes it's split to multiple instances. It solves a number of use case scenarios. And then split payments, it's actually a payment is made, and to the user, they actually see all the parties receiving it. Now, there's one highly sought after transaction called reference transactions. And we also support those. And that's where you can make a purchase once with a credit card. And from then on, all you do is store this transaction ID, and you can make additional purchases without having to put in your credit card information again. Ideal for mobile systems because you don't want to have to be entering this again and again. You just want to do it once, and then from then on say, yep, I approve. Now, something I'm asked frequently is what's the difference between in-app purchasing and mobile payments? To the best of my knowledge, I would say in-app purchasing is when you buy digital assets, things that aren't real, they're virtual. And mobile payments is really when merchants provide you the ability to pay for physical goods or services through a mobile app. And these services are available on a website called cloudmiddleware.com. It runs entirely on Windows Azure, so we don't have to worry about the site ever going down. It's continually available and can scale infinitely.
In case you wanted to purchase a gazillion game credits.
Absolutely. So I'm going to actually walk through the code now.
Great.
And basic overview, you download the Windows Phone sample app that we have, you register a program to the Linxter Internet Service Bus, you create a cloud middleware account, and you integrate Linxter into the sample app. And that's really where we're going to pick up here, is integrate Linxter into the sample app. And you add your instance ID, which is your own private secure service running in Azure.
Cool. Show us the code.
All right. So this is what you would download from our site. And the first thing we do is we have to add a reference. And this is a reference to the Linxter Windows Phone SDK. And now that that's done, we include a database. It's a local encrypted transactional queue. That's what we use it for. So I'm going to include it in the project. And then I just have to make sure that for properties, it is set, the build action is resource. All right. And there are, of course, a couple of other steps, but that's basically what's going on.
For sake of time, you're going to quickly get this thing rolling.
Essentially, the message we're sending is this. It's a simple message. We send the company name, the name of the product, the price, if you have an end-user license agreement, and then if this value is null or empty, it becomes a payment within the app. If you have put an email address, it becomes an email invoice. And you, as a developer, you use these settings however you want to fit your scenario.
So you hit F5 and you're running in the emulator again, and?
And here we go. So, I mean, normally you wouldn't have the person type in the product name, but this is developer code.
They can sample app. Got it.
Do with it whatever they want. So we will call this product Acme, and it's $1. And if I want to do an email invoice, I would put in my email address. Okay, and it's all set. I can have an email invoice sent, in case it just was, or I can purchase now. And again, there are more steps, but essentially that's all you have to do at a high level to enable in-app purchasing in your Windows Phone app.
Outstanding. You certainly sure have made it easy for the developer. Hey, thanks so much, and thanks for showing up today.
All right, well, thanks again for having me.
And thank you guys for watching.